One of the challenges I have faced is running away from my problems. I am an introverted person, which is not a problem in itself. What was problematic was that I considered my introverted nature flawed. I had this idea fixed in my head that there is something inherently wrong with me, that I couldn't change myself even if I wanted to. Believing that I was doomed to be a timid person for the rest of my life, I used to run away from my problems. Whenever I was too scared to talk to people or when I was faced with an awkward situation, I used to avoid the situation as much as I could, running away in the comfort of my thoughts. This worked for a while. After a while, I found myself lacking social skills or any confidence that I could survive a social interaction. Even if my family pushed me to make new friends or just put myself out there, I didn't know what to do next. Believing there is something wrong with you, that you are different from the rest, is really damaging for your self worth. There were so many times when I asked God to take away this illness that I had, to turn me into an average person so people would just stop pointing out how quiet I am. What I didn't realize was that I was asking God to take away the very essence of me. I was born an introvert. It wasn't a disease that I acquired. It made me sensitive and caring towards others. It made me analyze things and pick up on tiny details. Low self esteem was the one that I acquired. So I read this book called Quiet by Susan Cain, which explained what introversion is and how it is different from shyness. Some books are so influential that they change someone's life. So I realized my reserved nature isn't the real problem. The problem is with me not being okay with it. I don't have to be the loudest person to gain a few social skills. I just have to be okay with the way I am right now, even if I'm quiet. So be okay with the way you are right now. This doesn't sound like a lot of wisdom, but it goes a long way. Only if you are okay with the way you are right now will you be able to get out of your head and make whatever changes that you deem necessary. This is what attracted me to psychology in the first place. It made me aware of the issues I had and those I didn't. It made me aware of what I wanted to change and what I wanted to accept. As a profession, I want to help evoke this awareness in other people too. Choosing what changes they want to make in their life rather than simply accepting the changes that someone else recommends. It also made me aware that sharing my feelings isn't being self centered, it is liberating. Being comfortable to talk or to be open to new experiences, I don't have to destroy my innate nature. I just have to go outside of my comfort zone once in a while respecting my boundaries. If something feels unnatural to you or if it feels like a lot of trouble, it probably isn't worth it. As an example, doing this is outside of my comfort zone. I am not used to sharing my feelings, especially on a public platform. But I am doing this anyway, just so I know that I can. To disrupt that tiny voice in my head that says my opinions are insignificant. To reassure myself that even if I am quiet, I still can be assertive. Because everyone's personality keeps changing and evolving. Everyone keeps getting stronger and better able to do things they thought they couldn't do before. But being self aware and leaving room for mistakes is what makes growth possible in the first place. Thank you.